Hello there, it's Tania from Tatty Treasure and happy Saturday. So I am back this week to make a start on the first project in the lavender collection. Obviously, I'm doing lavender, lilac and thistles. I kind of made lavender as the colour, not as just the project. Anyway, so I'm going to be using this kit from Collage Type. Nanine has kindly let me use a couple of her kits. So she's Collage Type on Etsy, Instagram and Facebook. I have put all her links in the description. She's a brand new shop, so and it looks as if she's brand new on Instagram and Facebook, so go and show her, a bit of support. So I'm going to do a file folder. Boo. Sorry, but I love them. So what I've done is I've just used, I showed you last week, her kit pages. So all I've done is, cut this, the parts out. So that would have been half of one page and that was the other half. So I've just cut them out and I've got another one to do a giant tag. This is going to be the front cover and that one's going to be the back cover. I've got my little distressy tool because I've cut it, I want it to be a little bit raggedy. So that's that. And then I have brought some neutral coloured papers. Got this nice end piece from, I think it's from an old dictionary. Some vintage newspaper, dictionary paper, and that's some scrapbooking paper. I've got this purple doily and I've brought along my burlap webbing. So, and I've got my seam binding to get stuck in, but I'm thinking do the front and back first and then stick that in. So my idea is that's going to be stuck on there. I will be sewing it on, and then I'm going to do some collagey bits on here and then that go on top so you can just see some things underneath it. So I think I shall start by just distressing this. The way I've cut it out is quite jaggedy, so I thought if I rub this distress tool just into those jagged parts and just make it a little bit rougher. So because I've only printed this on paper, I'm going to just catch it with the bottom part of my wrist, and I'm just kind of pulling quite taut on it so the paper doesn't actually rip. So yeah, it's making it curl up pretty nice, and then once put the ink on, all the ink will go into all those paper fibres that have all been scraped up. So what I shall probably do with this video is I shall film doing the front cover. I will then pause it and do the back cover, so you haven't got to, be in essence watching the same thing twice. And then that'll give me a chance to go and have a little drink and maybe a little think if I need a little think. So I'm going to be using the walnut stain with this one because I don't want it to look dead grungy, but just working this brush right into those where I've cut it out. Yeah, I want it to look pretty grungy, but I'm only going round the edges. This seems a little bit dry. Mind you, it's probably the heat. So we've had a long period now of it being quite hot and humid, so I suppose it does dry it up. And I have been really good and keep putting my lid on. So that's all that one done. I have inked all around the front cover, so I shall just go around the edges of this. And you probably won't be able to see, but you can actually see all nice ridges in the paper. I think this is called a linen card. Did buy it off somebody on eBay. I can't remember the shop that I got it from, but she had got like a mixed card set what I bought. So that'll do for that. Yeah. Put my lid on. And then I'm thinking, let me just move that out the way. Just tear some, because I'm not totally sure how I want it until I've done it. Don't know how I want it. So I'm thinking, you know, just having a bit at the sides, that kind of thing, and then possibly, you know, having that kind of like that. So I think the way I'd be best to do it is stick it on the back of this and then stick the whole thing onto the purple. But what I want to make sure is that I obviously keep in within my lines. So I think I'm just going to like stand that there, and I might be able to kind of gauge it. I don't think so, but I'll have to just keep getting it and bringing it down. So I'm going to ink all the bits up. So this is really thin dictionary page, and so it's got a really nice patina to it. I'll just ink the bottom bit and the top bit because you might see that. So yeah, I'm quite fancying that there, and I'm quite fancying some of this, but I don't know if to have that like somehow. I don't think it needs to be there because obviously the lilac's there already. I might try and tear this down. I think my back door's open, so it's a bit breezy and it keeps banging the door in here. So I'm just going to take that middle bit out because I don't want to start tearing it until I know what I'm doing with it. So maybe some round the top would be nice. So yeah, maybe something like that. So let me just put that on top of the the card. So that would go like so. In fact, I would probably do that down a bit. That would go somewhere there. Yeah, so maybe like that. So what I'm going to do is I am just going to use my Pritt stick, well, my glue stick, and I'm just going to glue down this side and get this piece on ready. So let's position that, and then so maybe like that. That's it. Yes, I like that. And then maybe that can feel like this needs to be on top of the natural colour, because obviously it doesn't stick, it's not very noticeable on top of the card. So maybe like that. Yeah, that's it. So I'm gonna just put a bit more glue on there and just hopefully that'll hold that in place. So that's that little piece done. I'm gonna want some music paper. So I'll go lengthways, and I'll either put some at the top or on the bottom. So I think it's just needs to see just one of the lines. So yeah, I like that. So we'll rip that at there and get this bit inked up. Just ink that top side up. So I think that will go there. So on this, I'm just going to glue the actual bit that I don't want showing. That might be a better way. So let's have a look at that before I press it down completely. Just stand it up so I can, yeah, that's looking fine. Okay, just once a bit more ink in this corner, just to define that that separation of the paper. So yeah, I'm liking that. Now let's have a think about this. Do I want it poking out somewhere around there? See, I'm not sure what I'm going to be putting on this part yet. But it's still got a little bit of room to be off the side. I actually really like that, So yeah, I think I'm gonna run that all the way down. Let me just cut it off there. I have got, and I'm gonna cut the netting in half because it's going to be a waste it just being underneath it, and obviously it'll add unnecessary bulk. So we'll cut it up there. It's me saying been really good, keeping my lids on. No you haven't, don't fib. Right, so let me take that away again. Get that bit. So I'm just going to use a little bit of Fabric Type because I don't think the glue stick will do anything. So just run that there, and I'm going to have the jagged edge showing. Just press that down. Just make sure that looks okay before it, yeah, I like that. I'm just going to cut into this a little bit just so it's not so square looking. Yeah, let's have a look what that looks like. Yeah, that's coming together nice. So I'm thinking, do I want it higher up and not have anything at the top? Because then is it going to be, well, it's just another box on top of a box type thing. No, that's not going to move it along. It's just, but again, I could go a little bit higher because it's going onto the folder. No, I'm not keen on that. Let's get a bit of this really old paper. It's very, very thin. So just use my tear ruler. Things that I use all the time is in my description box. I'm not an Amazon affiliate. I haven't got around to looking into that, but I have put all the links to things that I use a lot. So let's just rip that bit out. So yeah, I think I might have that just running along there. So I shall ink that bit up. I bet this will ink lovely. hard to actually hold an ink at the same time. It's just so floppy. I'm going to put a little bit more ink on it. Just a little bit of a circular motion just to grunge it up a little bit more. So I think we'll go yeah, I think we'll just go like that. So again, must not rub this too hard. Nearly out of glue. Because I don't want to tear the paper. So I'm going to place it on like that and then just rip that bit. Yeah. So yeah, I'm quite happy with that. I might put a stitch all the way around that bit. Or I don't know if to go, no, I think I would do that bit and then stick it on and then sew that onto the folder. So to sew it around the folder, what I will do is open the whole folder up. It is a little bit difficult to get through the machine, but wiggling it and shoving it makes it work. So it is possible. So yeah, I'm happy with the first one. So that's going to be the front. Obviously, once it's stuck on and once I've finished the folder, might put a couple of labels on. I had actually got these couple of butterfly dies, what I thought looked really pretty on it. So I shall probably put those. I think I liked that one at the top. That one more near to the bottom. Yeah, that's beautiful. Then I might add a label or a book plate or something. That's the point actually, thinking about it. Do I want a book plate on? Because if I do, I really need to put that on before. Let's have a look what we think. I hadn't got them out because I hadn't thought about it until I've just said so. So I've got these. Oh yes, I might have a book plate. Yeah, I really like that. I wonder if sticking a butterfly down first, so you know you can just see the bottom. Yes, I do like that. So yeah, I will probably do that then before I sew it. So I shall just put that to one side. I think I'm gonna have to stick something. Actually, I'll sew that on first and then put it on, because what I was thinking is I'm going to be putting brads through the holes and this paper will be too thin. So to put something thick on the back, but if I'm putting that on anyway, might as well put that on first, then put that on. Yes, that'll work. So that's the plan. I'll put that on there, over there. So that will be the front. Now what did I do with the back part? It's over here. Now for the back, I might just you know, put it on the top and then do something else to jolly it up when it's finished. So what I'm going to do is just put this paper against this card, leaving a little bit of a gap that way, and then I can see how much to rip off. So I hope that's straight. I think it's straightish. So let's have a look at that, and then do the same here. That bit just didn't rip right. That'll probably fall off when I try and ink it anyway. So that will go like that. Just check there's not some horrendous words on it. Obscure, like that word. Rather obscure. And then that there. And then what I was thinking, possibly when the folder's done, I might end up having a pocket on there, or I could put, there's plenty of room here to have some decoration. Do I want something like that, just peeping out, just to give it that continuity? Don't think I've said that many times in my life. Yeah, I quite like that there. Just peep it out a little bit. Yes, let's do that then. So I've already roughed the edges up on this one. So I shall just ink it round. So when I've done this and stuck it together, what I shall do is go and have a cup of tea, and then I will sew it, the front and the back book plate, cover and put the book plate on, and then I will come back so that's that. I'm just going to put just a tiny blob of glue there just to keep it in place. I'm nearly at the end of this fabric. Well, it's actually the Beacon 3-in-1, but it's its twin sister. So yeah, that's that. I'll leave that upside down to dry, and then we'll just ink around this. It's so floppy that it's hard to get the actual edges, because it just like flaps over as you touch it. So that's that, and then we'll go around this. Oh, that cover was pretty fast. Made my mind up. I think because I, sorted out just a few items, it made it easier to make a decision. going to say I do want it really cream, you know, quite a lot of neutrals in it. So that's that. I shall stick that onto there. I think that looks about right. I'll do that with the, might as well use this bit of glue stick up. Like so. I mean, like I say, we'll do something more to it. But it's only the back cover. You don't want it too faffy. So I'm going to pause for now, and I shall go and have a cuppa and have a think where I am and stuff. It's always good to have a little pause and think about it before you go on to the next bit, because you always think, oh, I forgot to do such and such and blah and all the rest of it. So she'll be back shortly. Actually, before I do pop off, I'm going to get these in, because the way I've only got 2 short pieces, so I can't run it all the way around. So I thought I'd attach it inside it, each side, so then you can tie it in the middle. So what I thought is, I'm going to, let me just fold that in half. So this is the back inside portion, and I'm gonna, what's halfway point? So it's nearly 9, so about 4.5. So I'm just gonna run some glue there and open this seam binding out, and but yeah, I've not quite put enough glue on there. Let me just put some more, because I want it to be as flat as possible, because I'm wanting a large tag to go either that way or that way. And plus I don't obviously want it looking bulky. So I'm just going to put a little bit more down here and just hold that. Just a little bit more there. So that's there. This will probably now make it really difficult for actually sewing around the front bit, but when I thought about it, I do think this is the best time to get this in. So just follow the line over. A little bit on the sand bit, and that should do it. So I was going to put this piece of card and stick that down inside, because I'm wanting a tag to come out this side bit, and I don't want the tag rubbing up and down against the tie. So that's my fold. I'm probably going to have to open another glue. Yeah, it's done, it's gone. But I shall just leave it upside down. I might some more might come out. Right, I have got one open actually. I did start this because I'd forgot. I'd got the other one upside down in a jar and forgot I've got it. So let's get this round it. I think and make sure I've got it round the sides. And then again, I thought I'd put this in now because when I do sew the front on and stuff, this might then give it a little bit more, you know, it'll sew some of it in to make it more secure. Just get me. So hopefully that will do that. Let's make sure I've got it in the, yes, I've got it in the fold fine. Then we'll do this side. Yep. Make sure that's nice and flat, and that's flat. And I'll just pick my card up from off the floor. Sorry about that, that was an awful noise. So that's that. Let's hope it folds fine. Let's get my bone forward and get a good press. Yeah, I think that will be fine. It looks as if that goes over slightly. But that's no biggie. I can always put something over there when we come to covering the inside. So yeah, I do think that'll work. I've not done it that way before, but yeah, I've got lots of that kind of length strips. So I thought I'd get them used up. Yeah, so I'm now going to go for a cup of tea. See you shortly. Okay, I am back. I've been fed and watered. I've finished what I wanted to get finished off, and then I went and had a drink and had a bit of a trot around the house, did a few jobs and stuff. So this is it so far. I'm really, really happy with it. I've done 2 lines of stitching, so I've done one around the main part and then one around that part, and then I've just stuck the whole thing down. I've put the book plate on. I've just put a bit of lilac paper in for now until I find something to put in. I've tied the sari silk round. I attached it in the middle like I showed you, and I've stuck the 2 dies on. But this paper's so pretty that I don't think you need a lot. I think now it's got the butterflies on in the book plate. I I just had a thought and I thought, oh, I know Tina's got those lovely green numbers. So I may put a number somewhere. She's got, I like that one, or different shades of green. So I'm going to keep them out because I think they might go nice with this kit. And then I did the same on the back, 2 rows of stitching, and then just stuck the back panel on. Like I say, I don't know as yet if I shall leave it like that or add to it or put a pocket on. We shall see how it goes. So I've stuck the top bit down and I've done a jumbo tag, which the tab's not straight. Hold on a minute. Yeah, it's just off slightly. I'm going to cover that anyway. Yes, I've stuck another half of one of the pages onto some manila card and just zigzagged around that. I had to put it on some card just a bit bigger so it fit in the pocket nicely. So now I have this kind of unevenish gap. So I thought, oh, I've found another couple of butterflies out as well, because I think I'm going to put, probably only wants one. So I think I'm going to put one of the butterflies on it. And then I've got these, Violet did me these for, this is what I use really for my Edith Olden project. So I thought I would have a look in here to see, didn't know maybe about putting some, because it's quite a, you know, it's not like a gusseted pocket or anything, it's quite a flat one, so I don't really want to be sticking a load of lace on it or something. But then I would cover the stitching, so it's, do we have it on to hide that it's a little bit wonky, or do we show that it's a bit wonky? But I do really like that. But then I don't know if it's going to be a big faff joining them up. But then I have got these really pretty corners. See, I'm thinking if I add one in the top and at the bottom. I like that one at the bottom. Ooh. That's pretty. And then I've just got that. I'm just going to pause. My partner's just got back from work. I'm back. Sorry about that. Going to say we both work just down the road, so I walk to work, but he just nips up in his break to see the dog. So I have ended up putting one of Tina's numbers on there, and I've just put a bit of the natural burlap there. Then the envelope I showed you, I don't know if it was the last video, which I cut down a little bit, which gave me an opening there, and I've just covered the back and the front. That's gonna go there, so that flap I will stick that on the inside of there, and then I will stick the whole of this part down. So that's that bit. And then the tag, I've ended up, the journal tag, I've took the purple off and I've put the cream on. Sorry. And I've put this pretty edging on there and there, just a little bit of lace there, and then that die cut butterfly there. So that looks really pretty. I love that. I will need to go around with my fine tip glue and just catch little bits, because I did notice when I put it in here, I think there was 1 or 2 places where it did catch. So I will go around and do that at the end. So we've got this piece ready. So might as well. Do I want to get that in now? No, I'm not going to get that in now, because I'm not totally sure what I'm doing with the front and back yet. So probably be best to leave that a little bit. So what I was going to do is, let me just move some stuff. I'm going to cut that little folder out. So put that down. Is that about right? I'll stand up in a minute and have a look if I'm positioned right. So I'm going to keep those lacy bits and those numbers out, because I think I might use those again. They really do go with it. So let me just stand up. I'll just go up a bit. That's about right. You don't need to see my numbers. I'm not measuring anything. So I was just gonna cut this folio out, and we'll see how easy it is to put together. So I never told you about, I did say the other week, let me just put my glasses on. The week of my birthday, end of July, Ryan had the week off work, and I'd booked that week off, but I was off work anyway with the not going back to work thing. And we went for a couple of walks. And the first time we went, I'd not been out walking for a long time, and so we wasn't sure, you know, how far we'd go and all the rest of it, and we ended up going a lot further than we thought. Well, this trail what we'd gone on, he's been on it before, and he went like the whole way round, whereas we did like part of the first bit and walked back down, and then we went like the following week, And I said, oh, I think I can do double, you know, what we did before. So we ended up going the whole way around. Anyway, I think, yes, we took Eleanor that time. The first time we didn't. She was, I don't know, she must have been at my mum's. I just cut the 2 pockets out. So yeah, the second time we took her, I think we went on the actual birthday. And so I said, yeah, I think I'll be up for doing it all. And we got a good, just over half of it. And normally as soon as I get somewhere, I'll pull my phone out and take some pictures. But because we'd been, you know, the week before, I didn't pull my phone out. And so the part of the walk, what we did, what I hadn't done before, I can't remember what it was, but I spotted something and I wanted to take a picture. Anyway, I couldn't find my phone. So I'm like, we're going to have to get, like, walk back. And I didn't know if I'd dropped it on the walk or if I'd left it in the car or what. So I had a good think about it, and I said I can remember getting out of the car and it was in my hand. And, you know, because Eleanor was there and the dog was there, and it was like getting all his boots on, putting the lead on the dog, getting the picnic out. I said I can just remember having it in my hand. So I said, I wonder if I've left it on the roof of the car. I mean, you hear about people doing that, don't you? You think, oh, as if anybody's going to do that. And I said, I can remember putting my hands on the roof of the car to, like, steady myself as I was putting my boots on. So, I mean, by this time, we'd been walking a good hour. And I was like, oh gosh, you know, if anyone's spotted it, there's no way it's going to be there. And by then, you know, I was running out of steam and couldn't walk very fast. So Ryan walked really fast back to the car, and I said, well, hopefully it'll just be in the car. So when me and Eleanor got to near enough the end of the walk, we could, like, see Ryan coming back. And anyway, he had got my phone and it was on the roof of the car. So it had literally been there getting on for 2 hours. I just could not believe that it was still there. But where we went, for anybody in the UK, we was in Derbyshire, and we'd kind of gone late on in the day to avoid traffic and people and stuff, and we'd parked in a lay-by just past the more touristy part. So yeah, it was still there. I could not believe it. But the reason why I rethought about it is Ali had said that, Ali Cockney Crafter had said that somebody had stole her phone last week on the beach. And she was saying, you know, it's not so much the phone, it's the, I do all my filming on it, it's got my pictures on it, you pay your bills on it. It's like your little office. I mean, it's rare that I use mine to make a phone call. or to text. It's more, you know, social media and emails and all the rest of it. But yeah, I had that mad thought of, oh no, you know, how am I going to video anything? How am I going to, you know, keep in touch with everybody? But yeah, really, really lucky. Couldn't believe it. So this one I've just cut out. It's from the, I think it's just called the Purple Stuffed. I don't know if it's pockets or folio. I think it might be mini folio. And so I ran it back through the printer and printed the other side so it had got something on the inside. So yeah, really easy to cut out. Love that it's got the little diddy spine in it, which makes me think, you know, you could actually make this into a little notebook. You could just do your pages squarish. I mean, I don't think I'd be so brave to do them shaped, but I suppose you could trace round it and have your pages all the way up. But yeah, it would make a cute little notebook. So all I did obviously was just score those two lines, and they nicely marked out so you can see what you're doing. That was a big help. So now I'm going to do the pockets. Let me just... So I'm thinking, go back there, so the black line's still in it, because I do like that black line around it. I like the definition. So I'm just going to score all around these pockets. Fold them down. That's made a nice pocket, and it just use my bone folder to give it a good burnish down. Then that just fits nicely there. So I'll just ink all around that one. I think what side I want it. I think I'll have it that side, and then have that one that side. I'll just put some glue on. I've not cut any other tags out from either of the kits yet. But I thought I'd get this done because I want to include it somewhere in the folio. So I'll probably make a pocket for it. Or I could stick it at the back and have this out as a fold out. I'm quite liking the thought of having a few pages in it now I've said that. So is that straight? Yeah. Let's just put some more ink around that bit. not backing paper, what I've used is lovely. It's very grungy. Right, just score this one then. But yeah, normally I'm really, you know, quite careful with my phone and stuff. But yeah, it just goes to show you. I think once you're concentrating on something else and that. What a wally. But yeah, it's just something you'd hear and think, oh, how did anybody do that? Well, I did. So I was just very lucky that it was still there. So that one will go there. And again, on this folder one, she's, you know, even put the numbers and put instructions how to do the flaps and stuff, which is, you know, really very handy when you know, because I think when you first see like the shapes of these pockets, you are a bit like, what do you do? Well, I was. So what do you do with those? Because they're quite funny looking contraptions when you cut them out. So that's that. So obviously I need to decorate it up and what have you. So cut a couple of these journal cards out. Then we will call it a day for today. I think in the meantime, I will probably finish that big envelope off that I've just showed you. I'll put something on the front and back of it and something for the inside of the envelope. And then when I come back next time, we can do, well, start the middle part. So I still don't know what I'm going to do about having some notebooks and on a journal or something, because I haven't really left myself space. So I might make like, say, 3 smaller notebooks and just have pockets for them, which makes me think I'll probably have a pocket then on the back. I might use that envelope to put a notebook in and then see if I can fit a notebook somewhere else. And so the tutorial I did following Angela Kerr, doing it that way did give you a lot more space, but I wasn't a great lover of the actual front shape of that. I prefer like the A5 kind of size. Might as well cut this one out because it's the only one left on this piece of paper. So we'll just ink these up and see what these look like. I had wiped all my this because the last time I used it, it was filthy. And now I'm thinking, I can see why it gets dirty. I don't know if you're all the same, but you know, the easiest thing would be to just move it out the way, because obviously it keeps flipping up. But you don't. It's like get far too into what you're doing type thing. That one's beautiful. I'm guessing these are the tags and that for it. So hopefully these will just fit nice in the pocket. So have a look. Oh, I tell you what, I'm gonna move it before it ends up lifting up and smashing me in the face. So let's have a. Oh, I think I might have stuck. That's it. So that one goes there. And that one goes there. Just got me a bone folder. I don't think a bit of it's stuck down. That's better. So that's there. And then that one can go there. Oh, that looks lovely. That one there. So what else have we got in that kit? I'm sure there was another page off. I'm sure I just had it a minute ago with tags and stuff on. So, oh yeah, I got those nice file folders. So I will keep them out actually and cut them up and put them inside the folder to remind me that I do want to use those. Yeah, they're from the main kit. There was another page of oh, maybe it's that one then. Yes, it's that one. Oh dear me. Yeah, I can tell it's starting to get a bit later in the day. So I'm just going to go for these two thinner ones at the end. Then I think that'll be full. I'm getting ready for another cuppa. I had a cup of coffee last and I don't think I'm ready for a cup of tea. It's more quenching. So I'll put that one there. Shall I put that one? So that one can go there. I've probably been really off camera, sorry if so. Yeah, I have to lean quite forward, so when you're doing something like that you always feel like you want to be close to your body. So that is that. How cute. I don't think it needs anything else doing to it. Don't know if I might feel like putting like a Velcro dot on it and maybe just having it like that, or I could just tie some ribbon round. Actually, it, you know, I said about sewing it into paper, but it actually means that you can do something, you know, stick that into the actual thing. So that's oh, you know what I'm trying to say, like a bit of a journal insert type thing, because you can sew that within your pages. Oh yeah, I like that. So yeah, I'll probably put a label and that on it and think about some kind of closure, but yeah, I don't know if to have it in a pocket, or oh, I could do one of those things where you have it coming over and then you just pull that out. Yeah, yes, I shall have a think about it, but for now I've had enough. I'm exhausted, so I think we're probably getting to an hour. Oh, we've gone over an hour, so yes, I will let you go and let myself go, and I think I'm going to have a cup of tea and lay down. So thank you very much for joining me today, and thank you to Nanine for letting me play with her lovely kits, both of her kits. So like I say, I've left all her links, and she is Collage Type. So thanks a lot. See you soon. Bye.